Hi, my name is Jamal Bradshaw, and this is my video. Yeah, unfortunately, where I was, it was too noisy, so I kind of had to go inside my car to record this, which is poor planning on my part, but sorry. Um, but as far as this year goes, I would say it's been an interesting year overall. I would say one of the things that I grew in was honestly just I think just being more, I don't want to say aggressive, but just learning to be more direct with clients. I think before I was just too lax, and I didn't really create much structure for them just because I was afraid of hurting their feelings. So I think that was one thing I grew in. I feel like when it comes to clients, we have this moral obligation to do our very best. No, even if we're not even feeling our best, I feel like one of the things that I think about sometimes from the NASW Code of Ethics is, sometimes you don't ever want to put what you're going through onto your clients, or put what you believe onto your clients. And so I think for sure this year, I had to really step back and not really like, you know, always talk from I guess my heart. And I had to more so just think about what is it that the client needs, and what is it that's gonna propel them to making the changes that they need to do, and not put on what I think that they should do for their, to better their lives. I feel like there's a kind of this thing where it's you want them to find out what what their truth is and how they should pilot their own lives. You shouldn't be the one putting on oh, well, this is what I do. And then I think lastly, I think when I think of me, moving on as a professional, I think one of the things I could do better at in general is just, I think really just being better with one, time management. Like sorry with this video again. And then also just making sure that I'm also just effectively communicating with clients better. I think sometimes I'm very much word of mouth, but I think it, is very helpful to send clients emails and texts, and really just have that strong communication with them, so that way they don't forget appointments. But yeah, but overall, this is my video.